Oh, do you know who Myra is?
No, I don't know who that is.
My right nut.
My right nut? Ah, you're funny.
It's right here. Hey guys, it's Wise Guy, and today I wanted to talk about something on a serious note. So most of my videos will be kind of revolved more around gym and fitness, but today I kind of want to talk about how to help our relationship with our parents. I want you guys to kind of realize that our parents are somewhat underrated. Now when I say underrated, it's more in the form of we just don't appreciate them as much as we should. Often when we're younger, we kind of just ignore them and use them just for resources. I feel like a part of growing up, there's going to be a certain point in your life, usually in elementary school, where your friends' relationships are going to be more important than your parents. Because that's the time when we're actually trying to find ourselves. We often leave little room to care for our parents. What I really hate, and because I experienced this, I know a lot of people experience this, is the phrase embarrassing is so overused. Like, oh, dad, quickly, or mom, pick me up from school. I don't want anyone to see this real quick. Let's just go. Like, why is that embarrassing? Why am I ashamed of them being my parents? As I get older, like, I want to slap the hell out of myself for even thinking about that stuff. How many times did you go to the mall with them and your friends pass by, people you know, all of a sudden you start walking faster, and for some reason your parents aren't cool. That's the part of the mentality you have where my parents aren't cool, my social status matters, and for some reason my parents will diminish that social status of mine. Like, does that make sense? Who am I to be embarrassed of them when they helped create me and they gave me everything I need and I'm embarrassed of them? Think about how much we take advantage of them. Think about how much we underappreciate them. That's the main focus of what I want to help you guys realize. Because I'm 24 and I just realized this. If you guys can realize this at a younger age, that's a blessing in disguise right there. Like, if you don't understand how big this issue is. There's going to be a point when, and I don't want to get too dark or things, but accidents happen and life happens, and what if they pass away? Would there be some things that, you'd want to tell them, but you can't anymore? Would there be a couple things like me and my dad? Say if I never went to Pismo Beach with him, and he passed, and as deep as that sounds and dark, it's like I would feel like crap. It's like, man, this guy's been wanting to do this for years. I never was able to do it for him. I guarantee you, even me, we'd all regret it and wish that we could have just done it. Like, what was so hard about doing what they just wanted to do? I want to emphasize this. You need to identify the barriers that are preventing you from having the best connection you can with your parents. When you talk to your parents in a certain way, like, it's fine, didn't really do much, what'd you do at school today, didn't learn anything, you're pretty much treating them like a stranger. Understand that these barriers are only making things worse. Why don't you just tell them what really happened? Even if nothing happened. If there really nothing happened, say, honestly, I just went to school, didn't do too much. We went over these kind of problems, or I wrote this essay. Just you saying that is enough for them to communicate with you. You'd be surprised how much you guys connect just from that. You guys maybe can both laugh about it. Now that we realize what the barriers are, we can kind of try to find a solution to try to resolve these issues of trying to connect with our parents. If you have nothing in common with your parents, or say mom or dad, and they don't really have much in common with you, make something interesting. I'm thinking right now with my mom or dad, what if we randomly just go golfing? I've never golfed before, other than miniature golf, and I'm pretty sure they haven't either. I can imagine both of my parents sucking, even me, like we would just be garbage at golfing or at the range, right? Even hitting the ball, I could see us just missing the whole time. But now imagine what bond we can create through that. Like, even though we're not good at it, we can still enjoy ourselves. We can have conversations in the middle of golf. We can have conversations about how much we suck. Like, there's so many things you can do. And I guarantee you, even though we're not good at golfing, we'll have a great time and share a bunch of laughs. It's finding that middle barrier. Make something interesting. Go-kart racing. I know that it's not the biggest thing for parents to do, but why not? Like, even if they're not into it, it's like, hey, dad, I bet you I can beat you. And they might feel a certain type of way. They might feel like, oh, I've been driving for more years than you. You really think so? All of a sudden, you created a competition. And with that competition, now they want to beat you. Now they want to do these things. Now they want to go to the go-kart racing. And then, of course, you know, go-kart racing to me is really fun. So I'll take that all day long. So I built a competition to the point now we're bonding over it. It's like, oh, I beat you, Dad. And he's like, oh, I'll get you next week. Now you're already planning out future hangouts. Like, it's just little connections. Just those little things mean the world to them. I can tell it on their face. You don't have to, like, I only see my dad a few times a week. Not even a lot. But just seeing him, like, right when he sees me, I can't explain it too well, but there's this smile, like, it's like the best day of his life. And, like, that's on a super deep level to the point where it's like, man, just seeing him once or just doing him a favor or just doing something he wants to do means the world to him. Just like my mom, just watching a scary movie with her or Netflix or something, right? It means so much. And that's so underrated because it didn't even take a lot of effort. Like, just watching a movie with them, riding ATVs. We're so selfish to the point where it's like, oh, I don't care about that. I got better things to do. The point of this video was for you to kind of realize that your parents kind of need you just as much as you need them. They're important too. You need to take advantage of the time that you have now with them while they're healthy, while they're not as old as they can be, and before it's too late. And I don't want to make it sound so dark, but you don't want to feel that regret in life when you could have done something to help your relationship with them and you didn't. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every one of you guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comment section as well. Thank you guys so much. Have a wise day, and we will be great. Because you go to Dianza, right? Dianza College?
Yeah.
Did you see the foreign exchange student, UB?
I already know where this is going.
I'm gonna leave it at that.
You be soft.
You be sucking all these nuts, boy.